time for Finding Your Frequency. I'm Brian Sexton, joined by Doug Schuster, Emergency Management Services International. We'll call him EMSI for time and for shortness. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good to be with you.
Hey, why should a business owner who's watching this, consider bringing EMSI and emergency management services into their location?
Really good question. I think that our company, which has been we're celebrating our 25th anniversary this year, kind of has a foundation in emergency management and helping with training and drills and kind of regulation type exercises. But we also can be there to support you during probably one of the worst days in your business. And so if I'm in there training and exercising with you when something bad happens, we can come in and be part of the team. And our client base is so diverse, from some pretty small clients, and we have some clients here in Jacksonville, but we have clients all over the world, military, government agencies like the Department of Energy. Fulton County is a huge client for us, and then we've got all the major oil and gas and oil and gas industry. So they're mandated to do training and exercises,
Sure.
But our company brings a vast experience. I think we average 35 years real life emergency experience responding to doing things.
You've just listed as you mentioned, a diverse spectrum of companies and industries. Is there a specific area that you are experts in?
Well, after 9/11, the Department of Homeland Security was formed, and there was a Homeland Security Directive number 5 that mandated the use of the incident command system.
Okay.
And it's mandated to all local, state, and federal, and conversely, all of industry has to use it too. So response plans are written in that language, and it all made part of the structure so that people could work together in really bad environments,
Right.
and not be as stovepiped as they were. So incident command system is where we excel. But we do project management work too. But really the goal is to teach people how to be inclusive. I can give you an example of the Palestine train derailment that happened.
Yeah. In Palestine, East Palestine, Ohio.
The government and the company did not use kind of the principles of incident command system well. And you kind of saw universally it kind of united the country, no matter what side of the political spectrum you're on, because nobody was happy with that response.
Right.
But I've been on 2 train derailments in the same time frame that have used the principles and the teamwork and the stuff that goes on. And ICS really is a team sport. So Jaguars, I'm akin to that. I feel like we're inclusive and we build the team to make it right, and it's a continual improvement process. Our company motto is order from chaos, and that's our goal.
That makes a lot of sense to a lot of people. Is there a segment of the world that's growing to need your services? I mean, we're in an ever-changing landscape, obviously. Listen, I know that the NFL and most of the major sports leagues are all trying to get certified under Homeland Security's, new protocol so that they're safe stadiums. Are there other industries, other areas of the economy that are looking at your services or need your services?
During the COVID response, I was actually working at a Mercedes-Benz stadium in Atlanta.
Okay.
We had the largest vaccination center in the country. We worked on their safe stadium procedures when I were there. So that is a segment of it. But there's almost limitless. We're getting a lot of new clients that are in smaller, kind of like drilling companies and pipeline companies. But even I'm working right now for the Sheriff's Department in Atlanta on their jail. And they declared a crisis in the jail, and using some of the principles of that are kind of bringing that jail back to where it needs to be. So I would say if you have a potential for something bad, it could be an active shooter, it could be, all that stuff we kind of help you prepare for. And then, like, if God forbid, if anything happened, we can be there for you.
Let's talk about you. Your background in the Coast Guard.
Yes, sir.
In the Homeland Security Department. So obviously you have a lot of real world experience. Give me a life-defining moment for you. What describe what maybe made Doug Schuster who he is today? An event.
Well, it's probably I joined the Coast Guard late in life, and I made a decision. I wanted to go be a meteorologist, and Coast Guard had a great weather program. And and I was going to get the GI Bill and going to go to grad school to get my meteorology. And so there is a weather scientific rating within the Coast Guard, but most of what they do is emergency management, not a lot of meteorology. And I fell in love with it,
Yeah.
and kind of was in on the ground floor of the Coast Guard, who was really the first federal agency to adopt ICS.
Right.
And so right place, right time, but the decision to join the Coast Guard and then to stay. I mean, my goal was to do 4 and get out, but to stay. But it was a wonderful experience, and it was really a good decision. Other than marrying my wife.
Well, you've got to say that, right?
Well, no, I mean it.
No, I don't doubt
With
that.
my travel schedule, it's
Yeah.
unbelievable what she has been.
Good for you. In football, we say you outkicked your coverage. And
Yes.
I have not met your wife. I assume you have.
I definitely
You're just like
have.
all of us.
Yes, sir.
How about an obstacle that you had to overcome that helped define you?
There's always obstacles in most that help define me. I would say the fact that I ran into some roadblocks kind of early in my career, but then refocused kind of what I wanted to do and kind of chase that dream, so to speak.
Yeah.
And because I knew what I liked and I knew where I could make a difference. This isn't self-boasting, but I know where I'm good, and I found that if I played to my strength instead of trying to be in something that I'm not, and there was some opportunities early in my career on the Coast Guard where I felt like I wasn't going anywhere, and I just needed to refocus and give extra time to what I wanted to be.
So how about a piece of advice, something that someone can walk away from watching this and chew on, how to chase their dream or how to find success, something that Doug Schuster would share with a family member or a colleague?
Interesting enough, both my son and son-in-law do the same thing that I do. So I feel very lucky. Because, it's talking about a purpose-driven life, but I've been so lucky to do, 2 things in my life. I've been a swim coach for 30 years, but to be a coach and to be in a position where I can make a difference and make a life. And it's so rewarding at the end of the day that all the other stuff that comes with it. I mean, the experience you're eventually going to get paid what you want to get paid.
Yeah.
But there is nothing like being able to make a difference and stay committed to it. I think that it's just it's so gratifying, and I'm happy every day. I don't have to be working right now, to tell you the truth, but I do it because I love it.
That's a great piece of advice. How about where do people find you? We'll put this in our show notes. If they're interested in EMSI and need your services, where do they find you?
We are on the internet at EMSICS, so ICS, like I
Yes.
told you about, EMSICS.com. And we have anything. We have everything on that website explains about who we are, and we have a lot of free resources too on there, from forms and other things. And my contact information will be on that website too.
Fantastic. We'll make sure that's in our show notes. Thanks for joining us here on Finding Your Frequency.
Thanks, Brian.
Hope to have you back on the Daily News Network.
Okay.
Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.